All right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 2, the first set of the day. Team Counter Instigate taking over, Counter Instigate Epsilon, that is, taking over blue side, and PNG Omega Eclipse on red. I accidentally clicked the Howling Abyss instead of Butcher's Bridge on this match, but don't be confused, it's all the same. Both maps look really good, okay, but it's just I like the contrast on the Butcher's Bridge a little bit better. And in this map, it's actually called... Oh, well, I'm still going to give it nicknames, you guys. I'm going to still give Mark Dash nicknames. Strider, early aggression. They might want to outfight Team PNG in the early phase of this match. I'm not sure how well that's going to fare for them, because if they lose a skirmish before the laning phase begins, and Frosted Cookie is hitting some of those Qs, then they're just going to be at too much of a deficit, and it's going to make it that much easier for Frosted Cookie to punish. Same goes for V8. Zyra's a great poker, you guys. V8 now going back onto one of his pocket picks, this Zyra, something we haven't seen from him in quite some time. What does Mark Dash Synergy mean, or Mark Dash Sin mean on the tier list? Mark Dash Sin is Mark Dash Synergy, my friend. So it's basically a ranking on how much a champion gains through the use of a mark and a dash. Okay, through that summoner spell. Mark Dash Synergy and Engage both tie very closely together, but in terms of grading the champions, they both have different criteria here. Frozen takes big damage from Jaws Moolah and Frosted Cookie here. Frosted Cookie going for a pickaxe boot start. That's going to bring a lot of early game pressure here. V8 also going aggressive. Nice double lockdown from Strider. Get some damage off while you can. Jaws Moolah's wind wall was disabled there for a second. Jaws Moolah going to be kind of slipping and sliding his way around this map. It's an icy map, great for Yasuo. Why is Syndra ranked so low on Peel? Syndra is ranked low on Peel because her Peel is difficult to hit. It depends on the positioning as well as if you have a ball position. So it takes 2 spell casts for Syndra to peel an enemy champion away, to peel an enemy champion away from her carry, which makes her less likely to be able to peel, which actually brings that stat down. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the ranking is. You say so low. I don't think it's that low. Her CC is excellent. I don't think it's that low. Why is Urgot the best champ in the game? Siren says the one champion with a 100% win ratio in Draft Labs is almost on the bottom of the list. It's true. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. Siren's not lying, you guys. Shyvana is the champion he's mentioning, and he's the only person who's played it, and he won both times. So I guess that's how it is. But it ain't how the tier list works, my friend. Now, Janna, once again, in a defensive situation, is a good situation for her. If you're defending underneath your tower, you're not in a bad spot with that champion. You definitely have the ability to keep your tower safe. It's not going to be taking much damage early. I think that the Janna pick was the biggest one that Counter Instigate let through for PNG. V8 trying to secure a relic, getting dropped real low, real fast. Not enough damage to take him down. A flash is forced as PNG Strider does the same. Flash for flash. That one goes in favor of Nil. I'm not sure if he expected to get a kill with that one auto attack, you guys. Kind of an odd flash to make there. Jaws Moolah, his aggression is definitely merited at this point. They have the Varus, they have the laning advantage here, you guys. Their poke is massive. V8 walks right into a Vel'Koz teleporty, knocky-uppy thing. Gets dropped. First blood dropping to the Vel'Koz. Strider. Now PNG with the first blood are going to turn things around. Now in an aggressive position like this, Janna is still very good because she can clear the wave. She can keep this position held. Right now, it is going to be a test for Counter Instigate's wave clear. And unfortunately, they don't have very much besides Zyra and Varus, who just so happen to also be their main pokers. So they're going to have to use their poke spells in order to clear out the waves, which means that that's going to leave PNG a little bit safer throughout this laning phase here. Now they already cleared up the waves. Actually, PNG seeming to really respect Counter Instigate in this early phase. The Varus really is what they're respecting. They got to create that space so they're not getting hit by those Qs. An aggressive position is a much better position for a Varus and a for Counter Instigate in this specific situation because their wave clear is their poke. They don't have much besides that. And if you force If you force Varus to use his Q in order to clear waves, that's so much damage potential for your team that you're losing. It's not something that you want to do in the early game. Plus, it's a lot of mana that he's using that he won't be able to get back very easily. Now, there is a clarity on Team Counter Instigate. Epsilon, of course. V8, very aggressive play. Only one mark dash across the board, you guys, and that's on Milkman. He hasn't been making too many aggressive plays here. Lots of squishies on blue side that are very susceptible to an Alistair headbutt mark dash combo. Ultimate drops by Strider. Gets some great damage down, but looks like he will not fall. Flash forward from Janecore keeps him alive. Bunny still able to pick up the kill as Bunny was knocked into the back lines, but that one's traded out right away to PNG Frozen. The gold going to the carry on red side. That's a bit of a victory in my opinion. V8 looking for a knockup, does not find it. No synergy for Jaws Mula. Has he popped his own ultimate yet? He has not, but he's still healthy. Might be able to get another one off. Tough to say. Frosty Cookie also fairly healthy here. This fight going 1 for 1. Not sure about the Yasuo pick, only knockup is Zyra, and that's easily dodged. Now, Yasuo was actually picked before Zyra. Zyra was picked into the Yasuo here. Now, Counter Instigate, not sure what their strategy was behind it, but they needed something that could deal with the massive wave clear and the massive defense potential of red team. So, the Zyra with great wave clear and great poke potential would have been able to give them a great early advantage and kind of add a little bit to what Varus was bringing. Now, level 7, ranks are getting high in those queues. Counter Instigate able to pick up a kill on Janecore, surprisingly enough. Jannas aren't usually the ones who are killed by poke. So, the way I mentioned that PNG, I believe that PNG did win the draft phase for this match. I still hold fast to that because they forced Team Counter Instigate into picking something that didn't synergize with the Yasuo as well as they could have if something like the Alistair was left available to them. I think a Malphite pick would have been very merited here as well, but 2 melees would have made it really tough. You know, 2 melees and a Varus, not a very, you know, not a very streamlined composition. So right now, they have lots of poke and a Yasuo. Still not very streamlined, but more streamlined than it would have been the other way around. Nice mark dash on a Frosted Cookie. Frosted Cookie knocked back the enemy team, forced to flash away. Doesn't have much mana here. Maybe it would have been a better idea just to give up the death. No kills going in that skirmish. Strider taken low, as was Cookie. But I guess with heals from Frosted Cookie and a Clarity coming back up soon, or excuse me, heals from Bunny and a Clarity coming back up soon, it's not going to be a terrible thing here. The Sona is going to be the guiding light for blue side, you guys. Sona's ultimates and the heals are going to be massive. Plus that Clarity is a huge pickup. We have Janecore with the Clarity as well, but for blue team especially, it's very important for them. Milkman disrupting V8. The ultimate drops by Strider. He does pick up the first kill. Now Bunny being taken low. Beautiful wind wall from Jaws Mula keeps Bunny safe from the Kaelin ultimate. Completely negates it. Now Jaws Mula forced a flash. Frosted Cookie knocked up and dropped. Strider in perfect position to utilize the bottleneck. 2 more kills falling in PNG's favor. And now they're on the aggressive stance. Another kill. But this one's for Bunny. Alistair taken down. It looks like he was going for a sack there. Bunny just kind of slides in, snags that gold for herself. Strider now another execution. Jaws Mula just takes that one. And Janecore in a difficult situation here. Jaws Mula wants to get this knockup, but Janecore might be a little bit too fast. He might just end up going for something across the way. He looks for a knockup, doesn't find one, but V8 pops the ultimate anyway. Picks up the kill onto Janecore. Now that's a lot of things used there, you guys. We have no ultimate on Bunny, no ultimate on V8. Not too many available on red team either, but at least Janna's is up. And Yasuo's here, so those are kind of going to cancel each other out. V8 knocked up underneath the tower, taking some tower hits. V8 once again, more tower shots being taken, potentially over-aggressive play from the Zyra. Milkman does not have the damage to capitalize though. There's the mark, picking up CS for Milkman. Gotta get that CS as Alistair, you guys. He doesn't have many other tools that can pick him up for him. Gotta use the snow slash ball. V8 trying to out-trade PNG Strider. I'd say that was an out-trade there. V8 not really taking too much damage. Is there an Aegis being built? There was one for red team, but not one for blue. That's important, you guys. The absence of a tank always comes with the absence of an Aegis, and those things are super important, man. I think that if anybody should build it, it should be Bunny. Bunny's going for a Sheen, kind of a blue build going here. Gonna go for that carry Sona. I don't see Yasuo being able to do anything this game. Gonna get zoned by Janna, Alistar, and die to backline. Absolutely, I think that is the case as well. They picked that champion as a steal away from PNG, but PNG haven't been going with that strat recently. Here's another potential engage. Janna's just gonna negate it. Bunny goes in with an ultimate to cancel that one out. Does not do too much, and Bunny still falls. Frozen picks up that kill. V8 now might be locked down. Needle was threaded. V8 falls. Double kill for Caitlyn. Oh, man. That was a, we've seen too many of those needles thread by Caitlyn ultimates in the past couple of days, you guys. The body blocks are not strong this week. Another Mark Dash knock-up headbutt from PNG Milkman. Snow Slash Ball. Frosty Cookie locked down, but not quite enough damage. Oh, the Caitlyn Q actually misses. Frosty Cookie's able to get out by the hair on his skinny chin skin. Chinny chin chin is what I meant to say. Frozen still able to follow up though. That massive range of Caitlyn, able to pick up a kill. PNG pushing past the first tower as they just took it down. They're getting these death timers on stutter, and they're continuing the siege. Milkman taking down Frozen, looking for suicides. Does give up the double kill to Bunny though. Surprisingly enough, Bunny securing a few too many kills this game in my opinion. Bunny right now, the most kills on the team. V8 definitely could have used that gold, and it's not like Caitlyn was going anywhere soon. And V8 would have been able to heal up all the damage. V8 is able to heal up all the damage nonetheless. Flash, or excuse me, heal used just to try to aggress PNG Strider, but able to find pretty much nothing. That's unfortunate. GM Nightmare 19 says they lost again, I think. Tough to say. Tough to say at this point, GM. It really depends on the Yasuo player. I totally agree, Fabius. I think that Jaws Mula, if he can start to carry this game, the backlines for red team are susceptible to Yasuo damage, but the only unfortunate part is that he's not going to be able to use conventional Yasuo methods to get back there. They're going to have to do some really creative stuff in order to get Yasuo onto those backlines and get him into a position where he can carry this game. Now that's much easier said than done, but I do think it's not just on a Jaws Mula. I think he's going to have to be the one that has to execute in the end of the game, you know, in the end. But I think it's going to come down to the entire team. I think it's Varus and Yasuo game right now, and V8 is the guy who, if anyone, I would expect to step up and be able to create those unconventional plays for the Yasuo to be able to capitalize on. Anyone else see Infinity Edge on Varus? Yes, there's an Infinity Edge on Frosty Cookie's Varus. That is the case. I am not one to question, Connor. I'm not one to question. His Windwall can have a lot of impact, yes. Oh, you mean Implact. Oh, yeah, Implact. His Implact is very heavy. He's much gonna have a really big impact. What's up, Coolio? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. There's like a 0% chance of Yasuo getting through Alistar and Janna. This, I mean, it's very low, but it's possible. You know, it's always possible. Things are so weird on this map, man. V8. Nice out trading here. Blue side do have the poke advantage. If this continues, this little dance that we're seeing right now, then blue team's gonna come out on top, or at least be able to delay the game far enough for Jaws Mula to get a little fed. 13 minutes in now. One tower taken down in the game, and that's in favor of Team PNG. There's the mark. PNG Milkman gets the knockup. Stun has dropped. Doesn't look like he's gonna find his headbutt though. That's very good for Team PNG. Nice flash ultimate from Jane Core to isolate Frosted Cookie. Ultimate also came down from Strider. Same goes for Bunny. Lockdown 2 trying to peel was unsuccessful. Varus falls first. That's a lot of damage away from Counter Instigate. Team Counter Instigate. V8 now knocked back into Team PNG. He's dropped. This is 3 for 0 so far. Bunny the only one left available for Team CI, and 3 for 0. That might be the team fight that PNG needed in order to secure something solid enough to get them a victory here. Bunny now taken down in a last-ditch tower defense. Everyone pray for Bunny. One execution, 2 executions, you guys. 2 executions for Team PNG. Like I mentioned last game, these guys are brand new to the ADAM tournament series. Only played 2 sets with us so far, and they're playing it like veterans, you guys. They're getting their executions down. They're doing everything they need to do, and they're doing it well. Now here comes Jasmilla. This is not a bad situation for him. He needs to find a way to lock down Frozen. He gets stunned out, unable to use his ultimate. That's so unfortunate. It was a nice knock-up, but Milkman timed his knock-up even better and got the stun. Forced Jasmilla to sit in place. That's unfortunate. What's so special about this Coolio you guys are speaking of? I mean, I know he's a great viewer, but you have to tell me. Mark Dash, snow slash ball into V8. He's knocked up, knocked back, taking it real low. The ultimate from Caitlyn, not going to take him down. He survives somehow. Now he's disengaging. Everything dropped right underneath the tower, you guys. That's a fight I'm going to need to watch again. I didn't even see everything that went down. Such a bunched up fight. So watch V8 get caught inside of this Caitlyn trap here. This is what starts things off. Guarantees the snow slash ball from PNG Milkman. He gets the knockup, gets his headbutt, but then for some reason, somehow V8 actually survives this. And you can see that the damage was not necessarily focused onto V8. They expected him to walk right back into that little combo from Strider, but it wasn't there. One last auto attack, and then a shield from Bunny to come in at the last second to keep V8 alive. Jasmilla also making a great body block there. The reason why that fight didn't go in Red Team's favor is because they once again, that's PNG, they once again did not bring in those fight stats. That's not where they thrive, is in situations like that, where they're fighting up against the entire enemy team. They need to isolate champions, they need to disengage, they need to control the flow of the match. This is a control comp, not a fighting composition. They don't have enough damage for that. And a low damage comp against a Sona is not going to be able to win those fights. But you can see they're still able to push forward. They have the disengage, they have the pressuring tools to be able to continue this push forward. Now V8 pops his ultimate, no kills found for him. Strider does the same. He finds one, Yasuo drops. And here comes Milkman, good combo. V8's getting taken real low. He wants to skirmish out with Frozen, but Frozen disengages and picks up another kill. That's 2 down for Team CI, and Frosted Cookies and Bunny, the only 2 left to defend. At least there's some wave clear on blue side still. 16 minutes in, the inhibitor just dropped. We are past the prime, you could say, the prime time spot where I've always assumed, and I've always thought based on my experience watching this map, that if you take down an inhibitor before 15 minutes, it almost guarantees you the game. Now, that one went down 16, so we're not in a bad spot here. Frosted Cookie did still go down there, you guys, while I was making that, while I was mentioning that. It's a lie. What's up, Megan? Welcome back, Megan. Alright, now what can CI do? What can CI do in this specific scenario to bring this game back? I mean, is it just Yasuo? It can't just be Yasuo. It needs to be the combination of Frosted Cookie whittling people down, the right targets down, V8 creating a situation for Jasmilla to follow up on, and then Jasmilla actually following up on. Now Jasmilla going to get caught out there, knocked up, takes some damage. That's going to reduce his ability to actually make any sort of fight here. The knockup falls, he goes in on it. He was expecting 2, but didn't find him. Shields drop from the locket of the Iron Solari, and nobody on Red Team goes down. More defensive play from them. They're disrupting everything they can, extending this game, keeping it on blue side of the map, controlling the flow, you guys. They're doing it very well. Frosted Cookie and V8 now knocked up by Jane Core. Frosted Cookie left in a tough situation. Ultimate from PNG Strider picks up 2. That's a double kill for him. Now Jasmilla, triple kill for PNG Strider. Make that a quadra. Snags the last one with his little zap. Well played. Quadra kill for PNG Strider. I know he was looking forward to that, man. He's been looking for a quadra his entire time he's been playing with us, you guys. 16 seconds left on those death timers and a full ace. 4 for 0 in favor of PNG is going to secure them the second set of their match and a 2-0 sweep over Team Counter Instigate Epsilon. Well played. GG. Great match. Fantastic. They did exactly what they needed to do. This is a team that has shown up out of the blue with these strats. You know, last week they were preferring wombo combo compositions. It didn't work out for them in most, you know, under the most duress circumstances. They played AMAM. They took a wombo combo comp. They made great plays. They have great individual skill. They have great team coordination. They made good plays, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't the comp that was going to win them the game. They reassessed their strategy, and now they're coming out with these compositions that can just control the map. And when you combine that control through the composition with the very controlled pace of the team, the very synergetic style of the team, and just the individual skill of each of the players, you have a recipe for victory, you guys. And you have a recipe for a team that's going to start rising very quickly in our ranks, man. Well played on their part. Now, Counter Instigate, there was a few things in these last two matches that they needed to clean up about their pick ban phase. Keep in mind, you guys, Counter Instigate Epsilon is Counter Instigate's B team, okay? Now, I don't know if they would necessarily like me saying that. I shouldn't say B team. I should just say second team. It's their newer team. B team would say it would basically mean that they're not as good as the other team. That's not the case. They're simply the new team, the new Counter Instigate team. So this is a new roster. These guys haven't played together in our tournament series before. Now, a lot of them have played with us, but not together before. And you know, these things that need to be cleaned up will come with experience. They're going to start learning each other's champion pools. They're going to be able to get a little bit more acquainted with the meta, you could say, especially the new players, Jaws, Mula, and Bunny. And they're going to start improving here, but it all comes down, the very first thing that they can do to improve is that pick ban phase. Get those priority champions. Don't give up the Janna to Team PNG because they're prioritizing it nowadays, you guys. And make sure that you have something that can overpower the enemy team. Right now, PNG in this match, they took something that wasn't very easily overpowerable, and Team PNG didn't necessarily bring something with enough strength to be able to do so. So PNG were able to simply just control the flow of the match, and basically we're in control of the entire game. Well played, PNG. Congratulations on a 2-0 sweep. PNG Omega Eclipse, that is, on a 2-0 sweep over CIE Epsilon. BG. GG.